All right, let's dive in. We're talking retirement planning today, and specifically a tool that might just catch your attention.
Yeah, we've been digging into some info from Diversified Insurance Brokers, looking at the Americo Platinum Assure multi-year guaranteed annuity.
Better known as the MYGA, right?
Right.
And I think what we really want to do today is, cut through all the jargon and see how this thing actually works.
Yeah, break it down, see if it makes sense for the kind of security and that stable growth people look for as they plan for retirement.
Exactly. No one wants surprises when they're trying to relax and enjoy those golden years.
That's for sure.
So first things first, what's the deal with these guaranteed interest rates? You see that phrase a lot with MYGAs.
Well, it's pretty straightforward, actually. You're locking in a fixed rate for a set period you get to choose, anywhere from 2 to 7 years.
Ah, so you know exactly what you're getting.
Exactly. And that can be huge for planning, especially as you get closer to retirement.
Makes sense. That predictability must be a big relief for people.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. The market can be all over the place, but with this, you're shielded from those ups and downs.
That peace of mind has got to be worth a lot, especially when you're talking about your nest egg.
Absolutely. And on top of that predictable growth, your principal is protected.
Ooh, that's going to be a big one for folks who are risk averse.
Absolutely. It's fundamental to how a MYGA works. It's all about securing what you've already saved.
So you're not going to lose your initial investment because the market takes a dip.
Nope. No matter what happens out there, your starting capital stays safe.
That's reassuring. And the information also mentions something called tax-deferred growth.
Right. And that can be a big advantage over time, especially for long-term retirement savings.
How so?
Well, because you're not paying taxes on your earnings every single year, that money stays invested and keeps working for you.
Ah, so it compounds more effectively.
Exactly. It's like a snowball effect. And over the long haul, that can make a real difference.
Now, you mentioned choosing a guarantee period from 2 to 7 years. How do you decide what's best for you?
Well, it really depends on your individual timeline for retirement.
Okay, so if you're further out,
You might go for a longer period, potentially lock in a higher rate for a while.
and if retirement's just around the corner,
Then a shorter term might make more sense because you quicker access to your funds.
that flexibility is key. And speaking of access, what about withdrawals before the guarantee period ends?
Usually there are options. Most MYGAs allow for some penalty-free withdrawals each year.
Okay, but there are some limitations, right?
Right. Typically, it's a percentage of your account value.
So you can't just take out huge chunks without consequence.
No, if you need to withdraw a larger amount before the term is up, you might run into surrender charges,
I see. And then there's also this thing called a market value adjustment.
or MVA. It basically reflects how interest rates have changed
Yeah.
since you got the annuity.
Oh, so if rates have gone up,
The MVA might slightly reduce your withdrawal amount.
and the opposite if rates have gone down.
That's right. It's designed to keep things fair, but it's definitely something to be aware of.
Gotcha. And now this nursing home waiver caught my eye. Seems like a valuable safety net.
It definitely is. It lets you access your full account value without penalties if you end up needing extended care.
So if you're in a nursing home or hospital for a certain period,
Right, usually 90 days or more.
provides some peace of mind in a tough situation.
Absolutely. And then, of course, what happens when the guarantee period is over?
Yeah. What are your options then?
Well, typically, you can withdraw everything without penalty.
Okay, that's straightforward.
You might also have the option to renew for another term at the current rates.
Or maybe convert it into a regular income stream.
Right, that's a possibility too. Depends on the specific annuity and your needs at that time.
The death benefit is another important feature mentioned. What's the significance of that?
Well, it ensures that if anything happens to you, your beneficiaries receive the full value of the account.
No surrender charges for them to worry about.
Exactly. It's about providing that financial security for your loved ones.
Makes sense. Now, lastly, why is the company's financial stability so important with an annuity?
Well, you're making a long-term commitment, right? You want to be sure that the company can fulfill its end of the bargain years down the line.
So you need a company with a solid track record.
Absolutely. A company like Americo, they've been around for a while. They've got a good reputation for financial strength.
That kind of stability is crucial when you're planning for the long haul.
Could agree more.
So for our listeners who are really trying to get a handle on these retirement tools, what's the key takeaway about the Americo MYGA?
I think it boils down to this. It's designed to give you that predictability and security that a lot of people crave in retirement planning.
By offering those guaranteed returns and principal protection?
Exactly. It's a way to create a more stable foundation for a portion of your savings.
All right, so just to recap, the Americo Platinum Assure MYGA locks in your interest rate for a set period, safeguards your initial investment.
It offers tax-deferred growth, some flexibility with withdrawals, and those important protections like the nursing home waiver and death benefit.
And it's backed by a reputable company with a solid financial history.
Yep. All about building a sense of security and predictability for your future.
So as you think about your own retirement plan, ask yourself, how could an annuity like this fit into the picture?
Could it provide that bedrock of stability you're looking for?
What specific questions does this raise for you about securing your financial future?
Keep those questions in mind, do some more research, and most importantly, make those golden years truly golden.
Thanks for joining us on the Deep Dive.